That's right. And I think that, Mark sort of laid out some of the pieces, by referencing, Kurt Olson, who was a player in the past that sort of reemerged, but he's not the only one. There are others all across the government, not just on the inside, but on the outside, that are helping reinforce and buttress that narrative from official purchase. People like Heather Honey, other 2020 election deniers suddenly have special government employee status so that they can help work on these investigations that are now taking place elsewhere. So that's the first piece. They have the ability now to operationalize threads of that narrative from an official position. And then the second part that helps sort of connected together is that, and this is the part that I think is very scary and concerning, it's alarming, because it ties into the narrative piece, which is that they have a constellation of these sort of investigative type creators, people that were doing things like what James O'Keefe used to do, who are going out there and putting together these exposés, these reports, of the scandal. They're manufacturing the evidence through this intrigue, and then they use those official positions and their larger right-wing echo chamber to then pluck it up and make a big thing about it. What happened in Minnesota recently was an example of that cycle. It was a test run. A video guy goes out there, he does a video about all this, all of this Somali fraud. They then make a big thing about it, and they say, we have to send an ICE to crack down on it. Look how big it is. Well, that same person is out there right now, and just many others that are doing similar types of sort of videos in California and elsewhere. And then, so they're going to help fuel that narrative as time goes on. And then the third piece, and Mark said this as well, they're not saying it quiet. They're saying it very blatantly out loud. There are 2020 election deniers that are talking about their relationship with the White House right now, who are teeing up what they're doing in Arizona and 9 other states. They're bragging about it on right-wing media because that is how the loop gets completed. There is this connective tissue between these fantastic storytellers, this larger right-wing echo chamber, and the Trump administration. And the proposition is sort of win-win from their perspective. Either you can gin up enough effort on the front end to create obstacles to voting and sort of essentially have sort of a position where you end up winning, where you suppress the vote enough that you win some places or you diminish some victories for Democrats. Or on the other hand, you create so much chaos and confusion afterwards and so much undermining of the election that the only thing that's left in all that chaos is the strong man, and that's the Trump administration. And that it all ties into the narrative power that he's demonstrated again and again and again.
So, Nick, I think we've adequately set up the danger in the worst case scenario. I mean, enter the heroes of our times, election workers. And the last election we had in November was a Democratic wipeout. Republicans were literally wiped out everywhere they were contested, and that was all across the country. There have been state legislative races in deep red pockets